doing this in the morning, y'all. I'm going to do this at a little bit of an angle because I think it's going to be easier. And so now I'm just going to get going. I'm going to have a little cup of coffee. Delicious. This is a GLAM planner kit that was this past week, and so I'm going to finish it up even though I've been using my planner this week. I never got to decorate it because I wanted to wait to do a plan with me for y'all. Is that crazy? No, it just shows how much I love y'all, so I'm going to get right to it. This came with this very, very cute little umbrella because this is about rainy days, and it just was perfect. The reason I picked it is because it was supposed to snow, and it snowed everywhere but down south where I was. And so it was just cold but rainy. And so this was like so perfect. And yet, and what this is a little corrected tape. So hopefully I'll have a chance to use it. Maybe I won't. But this is the spread, and we'll just go ahead and get started. This is a beautiful set of... what am I trying to call this? The sample sheet? Is that what it's called? Deco sheet. And so we'll use those at the end, so we'll put those away. And I've gone ahead, of course, in order to use this planner this week, I had to go ahead and do the to-do list little check boxes, the little heart check boxes, which I love. Again, hers are all glossy, which makes it a little difficult to film and sometimes to see. I went ahead and put on the things that are time-consuming, the headers for today, to do, littles, and then I went ahead and put on the bottom washi, which these are absolute musts for me, along with the checklist. And then also, I'm kind of a no white space person, and so over here I had this sidebar that I really do. It's important to me to have things to put over here, and this week I put stuff for next week, which is coming into this coming week. So I need to get going. She has started doing this big square thing, and while it's neat, you can't put it in any one place that it fits except one of the corners. And since I really do use these lists and stuff, it will always have to probably be either this one or this one, and more likely this one because I do use this bottom space. I use littles for two things now. I've always used it for any personal reminder kind of things, and things that I'm doing in the evening, possibly with family. But also because I got to a point where the full boxes are just so pretty and they tell the story of the layout. I mean, just they well, I tell the story. They show the prettiness of everything. I don't really want to write over them. And what I did do at times, like say I had that one right there, I would use one of the call-out boxes or a piece of washi, you know, one of these little call-out boxes. Or actually, I think I even used to use these, maybe one of these half boxes to put in there to write in an appointment or something. I still might do that, but I really use these down here now. So, therefore, I use kind of call-outs for the day just so I don't miss it down here versus up here. I mean, if it's something like, do not miss this, I may put this little clock, because that comes, these also come in each one of Elle's sets. Hers is called Glam Planner, Elle Fowler, and she's on Etsy.com, ESTY.com. I use a lot of hers. I use a lot of Magnolia Boulevard. I've almost got exclusive to them too, because not everybody gives me everything I want. I really want the bottom bar. I really want to make sure I have labels for all 8 days. It's 8 days. For all 7 days. And when I say 8, also this 8th placement over here, the sidebar, and she gives you enough stuff to use over here. So matter of fact, I'm going to use one of these above that, so I'll probably using the little boots. So anyway, she also gives you all the little shout outs here, and I do meal planning or meal recording. Try to use it for meal planning, but otherwise I put down what I ate. And these little computer ones, I use that for my YouTube videos, what I'm going to shoot for that night. And then laundry, maybe an appointment with a family, you know, if it's bills to pay or something like that, if I'm expecting a shipment. And then these two, this little, you know, play button and this little asterisk, I might use as more of a pointer or something, and I might put that in there. These, they're all good, to be honest with you, that I could use. Workout above, say, these shows what was my workout for that day, and that's a good way to keep up with your exercise. If I really have some things I need to pay attention to buying, I may use this little buy these. And I always use the weekend. That's like the little pièce de résistance. That little bed implies that I need to change the sheets, which I do. And so, or did, should I say. The little planner for doing the Plan With Me video. And then this is if you want to go see a movie. That's kind of like a movie marquee. So there's just so many things you can use here. The little car I usually use for when I'm driving up to my dad's, because I go over there once a week to take him a chicken casserole. And that book may be, because I don't ever have time to sit down and read, that may be for my Bible study. Of course, y'all know I also have a lot of other little stickers that I use. And my Bible study stickers are in there. Where is my little... Okay, I usually keep them in a little envelope, a little plastic zipper pouch, and I don't see that right now, so I don't know where they are. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to get going. One of the things I want to do before I forget to do it is put this girl down. Normally what I do, I will tell you, so we'll see how this goes, I trim this piece so that there's not going to be this ridge there, but I'm just going to do it. And hopefully it won't look too bad. Oops. There. And let's get it right under littles. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine. And see, she just kind of, I like it. I don't want to use it every time probably. But I like it because I can still put my life group as I did right there. And normally y'all know I use this as a prayer list, not a to-do list. This past Sunday, I just had so much to do, and I got to add some things in that I got done. Sometimes when I do this afterwards, I will fill it back in as to what I got done versus, you know, an actual to-do. And I always like to have something really pretty on Monday just to kind of set the week with what is the kind of theme of the stickers. And one thing I'll also say about ELLE's stickers is they are very good about if you make a boo-boo, they come up easier than some people. Some people's, even though they say they're removable, they're not. I'll just tell you right now. Yeah, when you pull them up, they kind of tear up a little on the back, not the front, but then when you lay it back down, what happens is, I think I'll go ahead and put these little boots, or do I want to, what do I want to do? I don't know. Maybe I'll give a little bit more design here. Let's get this in here. I won't do the boots. Sometimes I don't want to do the ones that have actual pictures too close together because then it's like, I don't know. Well, for one thing, you only get, I think, a total of 3 of those with her. And so you want to have one over here. I like to use in the sidebar. And so, like this one, Find Beauty in the Rain. And I like that. I don't always like everything that is put in there, to be honest with you. So, but anyway, so you usually have, see how you've got a raincoat, little boots, and that one. So you got to kind of space them out with these other kind of filler ones. To each his own for sure with day planning. I mean, come on. Oops, let's see. Now I want to show you. That was too far down. Let's see how easily it comes up without tearing. It was a little tough on the sticker there. Just a little bit. There we go. It's still better than a lot of people's, I'll tell you, because some of them, when you pull them up, it ruins them. So, that's not good. So now I've decided I want to put the little boots for Friday. Just to kind of, I don't know, kind of coordinate it. Have a picture every so often, you know. Like there's a picture, rain, abstract, rain, picture. Now we need another abstract. So, actually 2 abstracts. So, let's use this really unusual one. I don't know what the little, I guess it's supposed to look like little black reverse drops. I don't know. You know, I don't know how they come up with what they do, but I've noticed that a lot of them have the exact same stuff to pick from. So it must be that wherever they get their stickers, they have to get, you know, choose which ones they want, and then they design a layout. And so there is some creativity to it. There's a design. So now that I've got that out, I think what I would like to do this time, because she's down here and that's where I'm writing, is I'm going to put the weekend banner up there. And I just decide each time, where am I going to, you know, take the weekend banner and put it. And so let me... Now this one, the best thing to do is to put the K right in the middle and kind of stand up over it to see where the bows will hit the tops. So right there. That's about right. Yep. Yeah. Weekend. Time for the weekend. So, by the way, on the Erin Condren planner, this plastic, when I would do stickies to remember something really important, sometimes I'll stick it on the outside like that, rather than do a sticky in here or write a note until I can write it down. Of course, you want to get it to the point that you write it down. By the way, please ignore my nails. And my fingers look swollen. I don't know what's going on. I switched back to my Tiffany's jewelry. So I have on my, some of you have asked me to do a collection of my Tiffany's jewelry. Well, here it is. This is their typical toggle, not toggle, this is actually a lobster claw clasp closure. The Please Return to Tiffany, and mine actually did have engraved with my initials. And there's the Tiffany stamp. There's a lot of copies out there, which I don't have a problem with. I just think it's a pretty link. It's just a Rolo, large Rolo looking link, I think is what that is. This is their typical large box bracelet, and then this is their T. I forgot what it's called. It's like a tea cuff. And then this was part of, I think it was called Venezia, but it had to do with